Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Now today I'm going to be looking at what weapons that are in Solo, a Star Wars story, that could potentially make their way into Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now this is the second video of this series, with the first one being just under 3 weeks ago where I did it for Rogue One. So if you do enjoy the video, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. So for those of you who are unaware of how this series works, firstly I will show you the weapon, I will then tell you what class I think it would fit for, and then I will also give you some background information on the weapon as well. Starting off today, we have the DG-29 Heavy Blaster Pistol. Now as this is a blaster pistol, it would of course go to the officer class. Now this is one of the guns that Tobias Beckett uses, and it is in his preferred dominant left hand. The DG-29, as you can see, has a macro scope as well, and that allows you to go for those long range shots. So the scope would therefore be used as an attachment if it was to come to the game. Next up, we then have the RSKF-44, which is of course another blaster pistol and would therefore go to the officer class as well. Now the overall design looks very familiar to the DG-29 in terms of the materials and the colours used, and that is because it was also made by Blastech Industries and was once again used by Tobias Beckett in his other right hand. So the RSKF-44 is also a two-shot burst, meaning if it came to the game, it would be the second burst pistol for the officer, with of course the other being the Blurg pistol. Something that I think would actually work really well though is if we could actually see the DG-29 and the RSKF-44 as a dual wielding opportunity for the officer class. Now this would very much change up the gameplay for the class as well, and this is because one pistol is a two-shot burst, whereas the other is a slide-loading single-shot heavy blaster pistol. Now instead of being two new weapons, it would essentially just take up one slot, but for both obviously, the DG-29 like Beckett would be in the left and the RSKF-44 in the right, and it may feel very strange to be fair in terms of the way the gameplay works, but I always do love to see these unique and interesting different gameplay opportunities presented to the game. Next up, we yet again have another blast pistol with the S195. Now unfortunately Star Wars is just full of them, and personal weapons tend to be pistols as well, so of course this is going to be going to the officer class. Now the S195 was used by Kira when she joined Han and the crew to Kessel. It's also double barreled and is built with a hinge, so it also allows for a very swift reload time. Now onto something different, we have the E10 Blast Rifle. Now this would of course be for the Assault class. Now a fun fact about this is this weapon actually replaced the DT-15A from the Clone Wars and was also the predecessor to the E11, which of course we see throughout the entirety of Star Wars. Now the weapon proved insufficient to the Mud Troopers on Mimban, and even says that they were very much looking forward to a replacement. Lastly, we have a variant of the E10, which is the E10R Blaster Rifle. Now this would of course go to the Assault class as well, and what makes this so different to the E10 is that it is more robust. Now this means that it was built to withstand harsh environments and can be seen in action by the range troopers during the train heists in the film. Now in terms of gameplay, I can't really see there being much different between the two, but obviously that's the E10 and E10R. However, I'm sure they can obviously play around with the stats or different fire rates and things to make it feel different, or they could essentially just give this as a cosmetic for the E10, which would again add something completely new in a way we have never seen before to Star Wars Battlefront 2. Anyway guys, that is it for today. Let me know in the comments what gun you would like to see the most from this list. Also let me know if you liked the whole dual wield idea and the gun cosmetic idea as well. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the force be with you always.